Alright, we do a run through. I'm deciding to play this game. I played it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and record while playing it. I decided to do that last night. I gave it a good rundown, played a little bit. I don't know when I'm going to upload this or what. I kind of plan on taking a break and then either go somewhere, and when I get back I would start uploading stuff again, so I might as well stockpile some stuff is what I kind of thought. So who knows how long till this thing gets uploaded, but I'm gonna go ahead and start recording it now. Gonna jump in there. I'm gonna try and talk a lot while I play, but I mean, problem I was having is I was playing and I was just like quiet and like looking, reading all the clues and stuff. So I think that's pretty interesting. That's how I'm going to be playing, is trying to get as much information and clues as I can. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who is in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. This is really gross. What that could be used for. Get away from me.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Yeah, let's go this way. That's what I think.
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Why do I need to run?
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Jeez.
I hate whiskey.
One sec. Alright, I'm back. I said I checked something. I want to check how I was running. It's okay.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleepy pills look quiet.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? It's Pierce. Sanity. Mental trauma. Edward Pierce is a veteran for the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. No, probably said that really wrong. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies, soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. I'm stable, confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Places. Alright. Need knowledge. Sleeping pills. Okay. Lost Battalion. Nice.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
I should call it.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
I already didn't like the way I closed this case, but we already are so well, there's not a lot I can do with private activities.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Oh.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
37th Division. 2nd Platoon. I'm gonna try and read most of the stuff, but probably end up not reading all the documents. But I'll leave it up to, if you want to read it, you can pause it. Okay.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
See, eloquence. Such your ability to influence those talked by your speech. I'm really bad at talking today. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects, and undiscovered object will not appear in game. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by another crime scene. Psychology. Okay. Cultism. 0. Okay, that makes sense. I got 8 points. Well, let me buzz this up because it sucks. Buff my psyche up, I guess. I don't know if I have to get to a whole other stage where it does something. Okay, sounds good with me.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Someone's honking for me outside.
On a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
Something I'm gonna hang up on her.
I'm coming.
I will say for the cinematic, I have seen this. The voices don't match up with the mouth movement before I would record this.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
It's crazy. It's my
What am
assumption.
I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on DarkWater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
That's 30 cents.
Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Like, I didn't even get a look.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw
I
things?
think you saw things.
What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to DarkWater. Find Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions
No.
warehouse.
That's right.
And you think you're
That is what go to Dark...
Okay, I was expecting it to be green.
DarkWater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
DarkWater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
I would not go anywhere near water. After the dream he just had,
I think I'm beginning to
including some
understand.
bad sushi from last
I'm
night.
willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from DarkWater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to DarkWater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. DarkWater.
Ship owner, deceased. Painter, deceased. Sad little dude died. Bolt. Pretty cool painting though. That's pretty neat.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. DarkWater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port.
What's this thing?
I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to DarkWater.
That dude better be paying for my journey. Let's go. Hold up. I'm gonna try. I know he's a drinker, so I'm gonna try and. For sure, this will let me drink the alcohol, which I don't want to do. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna try and stay away from the alcohol, because I mean, it's probably not gonna lead to anything good. Here's like the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address. Warehouse set on the docks of the island of DarkWater. The place seems to be the starting point for the Pierce's investigation. I butchered that entire thing, but gosh. Just such a stereotypical detective. wonder if you even got a smoke out there, that's how thick everything is. Or really just put it right out.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
I thought I was talking to me.
Welcome to DarkWater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
What the hell?
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright, let's go check this thing out.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast...
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, DarkWater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice.
That gnarly
Now,
scar.
please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You're not sailors.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You're already in trouble.
Come on, can we sort this out? You can see he's
There's nothing for you here either.
There's nothing to sort
Beatex.
out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
I wonder if this was originally in a different language. Alright, so I have two choices. This building or that building. Let's go check this thing out. Prohibition.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Hey, be careful.
Oh man.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
I mean, it's possibly the only girl I've seen the entire time.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I already seen one of them.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of DarkWater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Let's take a look at the
That'll
bar.
be all for now.
I'll come talk to me again.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
And then he said, "You have no right."
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Turn DarkWater port of the afternoon. Rush to the dock to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. We were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of formidable toothed whales. The citation that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. Size the whale. They start to feed themselves, bringing it into the famine from which part of them suffer from.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off DarkWater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Okay.
You again.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved DarkWater from famine.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well. How about his wife, Sarah Hawkins?
Well, she was a local somebody. We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Sneeze. Send me a mic.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
Okay.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess a Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
I'm sure we saw that in the intro. Don't want to miss anything, so be careful. There's a green light. I don't know what that means.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Mansion, courthouse. There's another mansion over there. Okay. Neato.
Broken.
Oh, wanted to ring the bell.
This place seems... I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
While we ask me, right?
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on DarkWater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Nice.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out.
I didn't mean to click that.
It belonged to Charles Hawkins.
Just saying it.
Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to DarkWater Harbor.
It's on his dad's ship.
It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Brought it in.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Let me get a little better investigation. Then I'll start bumping up those. I got another one. Alright, 50% investigation. Okay, that's good. Sock. Okay. I mean, I guess something really was not natural about that, so. Where's my medicine at now? So appears, skills, 24%. Let's go. Let's see. Amateur. Oh, these guys are gone from over here.
Shysters, you're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiot.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
Okay,
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Can I gleam anything?
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
So it's over here.
Cops. They can't understand.
Ooh. There. Hello, old friend.
Got a bottle of liquor. Oops. See, it said something on a spot hidden, so I wonder if there's like... Okay. I wonder if there's like a hidden object in here. What the liquor is going to be used for? This text.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Buddy, what's up? Alright, no, you don't want to talk to me, okay. Didn't even want to look at me. Hey, you guys friendly?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, It's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to DarkWater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
What?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Sucks.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
House. Yeah, it sucks.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Lie.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
What's with you wandering around here like a...
We saw you go die of thirst.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on DarkWater.
They're bootleggers.
I've just arrived.
Says in the caption.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Police officer earlier, I think.
She sounds frightening,
and she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Okay.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get...
Okay, that's all I can learn.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her?
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Okay.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. I could use this old winch to lift the grating. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Damn. Alright. I'm not gonna light my lighter. Okay. Oh my gosh, I would be so scared doing this. You have no idea. Okay, I can't do this. If it's gonna be a water monster, I can't do this. I cannot do this. Okay, it's gonna be a water monster, I can't do this. What was that? Oh my god. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. What? What's going on? The hell?
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
I didn't know this game was gonna be scary.
This is primitive. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Anything up here really quick? Okay. You put a point in. Psychology. Oh, bright.
What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
One of them in here?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins Mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins Mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Chapter 3. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupations, as well as partly jarred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins Mansion. It's like the groundskeeper guy, I think.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Respect.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous.
But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
All right. Peace off right here. Split an hour. Probably gonna be split into two. And I mean, I'll pick up, start playing it again. I'm gonna definitely finish this. It's super interesting. And I played through a little bit up to this part, and I was not able to do some of the things I was able to do. Like previously, I tried to lockpick that one thing to get the liquor bottle, and my lockpick broke. I tried to use the crank broke. I had to go like do some weird stuff and talk to Kat and get her to like make me owe her a favor and bring her over in here. She like beat me up too, so it was really funny. But now I had no interaction with her, so it actually does have replay value, which is unique. That I was able to play through and have stuff just be different, so it's pretty nice. Yep, I'm gonna stop the episode right here.